If you can move an object in After Effects, you can animate almost anything. In this video, you'll learn how to move objects using keyframes. The project files are in the description so you can practice along. Let's start with a simple example. First, let's create a new composition. I'll name it main. For the size, I'll use 1920 by 1080. The frame rate is 30 frames per second, and the duration is 30 seconds, which is more than enough. Next, let's organize the project panel. I'll create a folder called pre-comp and move the main composition into this folder. Now let's create another folder called asset. I'll download 2 files and add them to this folder. I'll import these files as footage, not as a composition. That way they stay as single layers. There are 2 ways to add images to a composition. First, you can drag them directly into the composition panel, or you can drop them directly into the timeline. Now let's feed the image to the composition size. Now I'll add the second image to the timeline and place it above the first one. It's important that this layer is above the first one, not below it. Now let's scale the rocket down to 39%, and I'll rotate it 7 degrees. When you move the rocket in the composition panel, nothing happens yet. When you move the image in right place, to animate it, you need to turn on the position stopwatch and create first keyframe. Let's move the playhead to the second 4. Now, when I move the rocket to another position, After Effects automatically creates a second keyframe. We highlight both of the keyframes and smooth them out. Now let's preview it, and we have animation. Voila. There's another way to move the position of the rocket. First, let's place the rocket in the correct starting position. We mark the keyframe. We go to second 4. Then, using the position X and Y values, we move it to the second position. We highlight both of the keyframes and smooth them out. Now let's preview it. This is looking great. Let's add scale to animation to put some extra sauce. We add keyframe at the start, go to the second 4, and we scale it down to 30%. We highlight both of the keyframes and smooth them out. Now let's preview it, and that's it. We've created a position animation with a subtle scale animation. If any of this felt confusing, it usually means the basics aren't clear yet. Watching the After Effects basics tutorial first will make this much easier. Animation gets easy once the basics click. Start with the After Effects basics tutorial for beginners. Then come back and try this again.